Good morning, afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday.
Hello, hello.
Morning, Ra. Morning, Willow. Morning, Tyrell. Morning, Lonely Island. NFT Drops. Hello, everybody. Red Fox, good morning. LV Postman, good morning. Yes, Mal, good afternoon. How's everybody enjoying the research center? I still haven't tried it in game, but I've been hearing good things.
I've also been pondering some on that. Share that later.
Hey, Volcron's here.
Hey, morning.
Good morning.
Let's see, what do we got? Musashi from Michelle Mal.
Hey, man.
Hey, SageMaker coming today?
Good morning, everyone.
Haven't heard anything. Hey.
Happy Friday. What a week.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It's mostly been a week for Volcron.
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting. I was dodging falling limbs while trying to refuel the generator. It was a little scary.
Yeah, it's always so...
Is the weather back to normal over there now?
Yeah.
Or is it still cold?
Yeah, no, it's pretty normal. We've actually got electricity inside the house, so hooray.
Nice.
Does that mean it's like 80 degrees again, sunny?
It will be by Sunday, I think.
Cowboys are out riding, playing real life Townstar. That's how I imagine Texas, at least.
I don't think cowboys take days off. Real cowboys.
That's a good point.
I don't know any though.
Does anybody know any real cowboys? It's a good question.
Should we just get started while we wait
Yeah,
for
we probably,
SageMaker? I haven't
let's
heard from
definitely
him
get
yet
started.
today. All right. Let's just jump right into it then. Hopefully everybody had an awesome week. Today is February 3rd, 2023. It's Friday. I was planning on starting the AMA by running through a bunch of really quick questions that we got in the AMA form that we've answered previously before. but there may be new people listening, which may be why they're asking questions that we've previously answered. So I'm just going to run through them really fast, and then we'll do our Townstar Live update, and then we'll let Volcron talk for a little while. So the first question I have for myself is, what is the swap rate from Town to Gala? That swap rate is going to be 1.25 Town to 1 Gala. That swap website will open sometime in the next, I don't know, probably month or two. And it'll be open for, I believe, 180 days. Once it does open, it hasn't started yet, so no worries. Any news about the trade bot or the boom bot? And the answer to that is still no. We're working on getting the game launched. Once we get the game launched and get everything settled there, then we'll move into fancy utility for cool NFTs. But our focus right now is getting this game launched so that everybody can play it and have an awesome time on it. The next question I have is how to participate in the weekly competitions. Currently, on the game that we have right now, the weekly competitions are their own server. So you just have to go to the server list and it'll tell you what time it opens, and you just join that server there and play right on that server. There's a leaderboard. That's how rewards are given based on the competition. We've got that Townstar FAQ channel, has all the information on how the rewards work for that server. So check it out. If you don't know where it is, ask in the chat in the Discord. How do I find the server time? Which I'm assuming means, how do you know when the server's reset? There's a little icon right in the top right-hand corner of your screen that'll tell you how many days are left on the server that you're playing on. Competition servers are 4 days. The rest of the servers reset every 28 days currently. That will be changing going forward, though, once we get on the new game engine. I have a question about how Gala Power will work once we switch from Town to Gala. The answer for that is that there is no more Gala Power in our tokenomics system, so it's an irrelevant question. Then I have, we would prefer if we could move our NFTs from the ETH chain back to the Geary chain, which is not a question, just a statement, but that you can move your NFTs from the ETH chain back to, or from Geary chain back to ETH. So there's no worry that once you move them to Geary, they're trapped there. You can move them right back to ETH. It's already happening with Spider Tanks NFTs. So that is all set up and good to go. And for the playing NFT for the month of February, you just have to play and you're automatically participating as long as you've made a couple trades, 1 trade a day, 75 trades throughout the month. There's no way to track it within the game. Just play the game. You'll be fine. And that's all I have for quick questions that were in the forum.
Wow, that was rapid fire.
It was.
I'm curious how many people in chat think that they'll hit playing every day this month.
I hope everybody does. And everybody's got that one freebie day now since we started a day late, kind of.
Does it count if I'm playtesting the new version all the time?
No,
Come
that will
on.
not count. You will definitely have to play both games. Sorry. In terms of Townstar live updates, we've got Red Steel. Got Resaurus managed to get that in for us last night, which was absolutely fantastic and a big surprise. And everybody was so excited. I know I've been excited to check it out and try it out, see what people's rates are at. The only other Townstar live update I think I have is that the temporary boost from the ornaments that was set to expire on January 31st will be expiring on Monday when we push the game update. So that will be gone. That temporary utility was the 50% walking speed increase, 50% global weight reduction, 75% building cost reduction, and 75% reduced costs for destruction when clearing the map. And that'll switch over to the permanent utility starting on Monday. If people have forgotten what that is, I can always repost it in the announcements as a reminder. I think that's all I've got.
Willow just posted a sloth for you, Farmer Michelle.
Sorry, I don't usually talk so much right at the beginning.
No, that was exciting. Rapid fire.
I can talk fast. I am from New York.
Yeah, is there any questions from what we just covered? Is Blue Steel gone for good? Why would it be gone
No.
for good? Definitely not.
It is not gone for good.
Those questions will make Mal cry. And Boney Chill asks, it would be nice if we had a way to make sure we don't miss a day on accident somehow. What if I miss a day but didn't realize or wasn't sure? So this is just one of those things where we thought it would be fun, a fun way to reward everyone that comes back every day of the month. If you don't come back every day, you'll still get the regular storage NFT that we do every month. So it's not. This is just something special for everybody that comes back every day. We thought it would be a fun way to give something unique back to the community. This month, knowing that some of the people may have missed the first day, we decided we weren't going to count the first day this month in terms of this month's play every day and get a special special version of the NFT. But yeah, it's okay if you miss it for a month, but it's kind of a fun thing to try and get. So let's see.
Anyone else have any other questions about what I just ran through super fast?
I'm not seeing anything aside from who doesn't play every day.
I definitely play every day.
Oh,
Lately, I've
weird.
been
Are
playing
people
both
having
versions
trouble
every
hearing my
day.
audio?
I can hear you.
Can everyone else on stage hear me? I'm seeing
Yeah, I can hear you.
somebody.
Yep.
Okay, great. Sorry, Lolo Calbo. You must have blocked my audio somehow.
Vulture, any penalty observed from bridging from Geary to ETH? I would assume that you're asking about the honor system. I know that the honor system is being kind of reworked a bit for Townstar and stuff, so I don't know that we have all those details yet.
All right, I see that we also have SageMaker on stage.
Hey!
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Didn't want to
Good
jump in
morning.
and interrupt the flow. Good morning, everybody.
No
Nice to
worries,
see everybody in
welcome.
the community. You guys just jumping in with all the questions, and then you guys are covering it well on the stage. So I didn't want to jump in and interrupt, but happy to be here as always. And actually, let me jump into one of the questions that we had on our list. Should we talk about the store stuff? What happened Monday on the store? Did you guys cover that yet?
We did not.
All right. So, we had a bug in our store on Monday. Hid the diamond pump, made it hard for people to find. That sucked. My audio is not good. Is that what I'm hearing, Dash Riprock?
It's a
Weird
little
because
crackly.
crackly. All right, maybe it's the internet. I'll tell you what. Before I jump in and give a crackly talk about the store, let me try to fix my audio, and then I'll be right back.
In the meantime, we need some of that, elevator music playing or something.
Oh man.
How's that?
That was great. How'd you do that?
Oh my goodness.
Secrets are mine. That's my
Where's
favorite
Resource with
Townstar
the
related one.
yodeling tickle?
Oh, that's right.
Don't make me do it. I'll do it. You don't want to know, family. It's not good.
That's actually my favorite way that any call has been ended so far this year. So I just want to say your yodeling pickle has my vote.
That's saying something because we're in several meetings.
All right, does this sound better?
I thought it was hilarious, and I was really pleased to see that when I played it, the team fell out laughing too. So I think it was well received, and then I was also muted in the meeting by Bodhi. Yeah.
So guys, just checking. How does this sound? Any better?
Hard to say.
I think so.
Hard to say. Is it still crackly?
It's slightly crackly, but
It's
not
the
in a
same,
way
but good
that's
enough. Thanks, Darren.
Yeah, not too distracting.
It's good enough.
I hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
That definitely sounds better.
All right.
So let's jump in. As I was saying, we put the stuff in the store. The store has a bug in it. It hid the pump and made it hard to find. And a lot of feedback and notes on that about the number of items per transactions, the account limits. So those are things we're going to look at and can't control. But one of the other things this led to is sort of this new plan inside of Gala is just to revamp the store. And actually, that's one of the reasons I was a few minutes late coming into the meeting, because I was working on something exactly related to that. So we got it. We know that there was a problem. We're going to try to avoid it what we can in the future with really double checking transaction limits and account limits for each item. And we take what everybody said very, very seriously. And we're going to try to just, do better going forward. Not try to do better, but, actually do better. And yeah, actually invest the time into fixing the store, making it better overall. We've been, as a company, kind of living with it as it is. And each week we do it, we're like, wow, we should make this better. And now we're just going to do that. And I'm actually going to be helping lead that effort up. So just wanted to share that. Thanks everybody for your patience as we went through that. I know it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for us either to see all the pain that we caused everybody. But that's what we're going to do. So anybody have any questions on that? I think we covered that well enough. Store needs to be stable. It's the basic function. Correct, truck Tonka. Correct. Is there a new diamond pump sale coming next week? No, we're not going to redo that sale. All right, so keep going. Mysterious and Michelle, you guys were doing a great job. So I'm just gonna quietly listen and chime in with random notes and facts as you guys are running this.
I think what was next on our agenda was a Godot update if we have any, or a playtest update if we have any.
Sure. Gosh, there's so much I could talk about. It's been a pretty busy week. So I'm just getting reoriented, getting my power back and everything, but we've been talking throughout the past few days. Everybody with power has been making a lot of progress, and that's good to see. I think we're at the part now for everybody who wants to be in the playtest. For me, the kind of concerns that I have are, is this stable? Is it fun? How are we doing? What kind of bugs are we getting? And in the majority of the bugs that I'm seeing come in are things like, oh, okay, this is an issue of scale, not a big deal. We just kind of need to rework this little area, and then issues of like load balancing, stuff like that. So we haven't found any deep systemic problems, which is like a huge relief, and that's great. And thank you so much, everybody at Gala who's been jumping into our big playtests and helping us there as well. And then a lot of the other bugs that I think the people who are on the public playtest will see, it'll be things like you expect, like, oh, I'm used to Townstar Live behaving in exactly this way, and it's changed a little bit over here. Like I can't click on the grass currently. Well, we did that on purpose. Or you'll find things like, oh, the cost of this is different, or this crafting is strange. So we know about, I'd say 90% of those things, but I'm not concerned with any of those data bugs either. So right now the focus is just stability, bug testing, having fun, letting our family and friends play. What kind of updates are people actually wanting? Are you guys wanting to know, like, NFT updates or gameplay?
While people type in their questions, did you share that video we talked about sharing last night?
I'll upload it right now.
All right. So Wokon's all business here, but one of the things we were talking about last night was, how things are at his house. And he said, he described it and said he had video. And I said, man, I bet people would love to see it because it's just one of those things. When you hear it, you're like, how are you still functioning online with all the chaos happening around there due to the ice storm? For everybody, did you guys cover it? For everybody knows who doesn't know, Volcron's house got hit pretty hard by the ice storms in Texas, and he's got some video he said he was going to upload for us.
Yeah, I'll stick that up there. I know it's funny, having lived in snowy areas. I get it. People make fun of Texas. They're like, oh, you guys, it got a little cold, wah. But the reality is, when it gets freezing in Austin, the water filtration and sanitation systems stop working. So not only do like branches fall on power lines and take you, like 2 years ago, take you out of power for I don't know, we were out 10 days 2 years ago, but there's no drinking water either. And then I don't want to go in. I don't even go into the septic system overflowing. It's been,
Oh man.
it's a challenge, but we're making it through. And yeah, so
I
I'm just
hinted at
happy with,
how
yeah.
you MacGyvered your way to actually barely get online the first day. If you wanted, some people were interested in knowing that. I don't know if the videos show
Oh
it, but
yeah.
yeah, just that
Yeah, the
idea of
videos just
just
fall at
chaos.
limbs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had multiple engineers all out at the same time, which is just not, it doesn't usually happen. It was kind of a surprise fluke,
Especially for remote, right? With everybody being remote.
especially for remote.
Yeah. So, but anyways, while you're uploading that, did people have other kind of updates they wanted to hear on Godot while we have Volcron here? How Moise says, how will the NFT level up work? Yeah, that's not in Godot yet. That's coming. We've talked about it. You know, it seems like it's going to work for you're going to get some tokens and be able to update your individual NFTs. But it will become those will come from gameplay and have some use. You know, if you're using the NFT, it makes sense that it levels up or gets experience. But we're also Musashi and I have been talking about alternative to do that to make it, I don't know, easier and more fun to play. But we'll roll that out first. In the next couple of weeks with more details. Really, everybody's been just tunnel vision focused on getting this first playtest done. Yeah, somebody asked that, Willow.
It's been pretty fun. I mean, it's because we've been so focused on the code, fixing last minute bugs and kind of going through certain scale questions. You know, I've heard some really, really great things from the engineers. One thing that I heard was this is the cleanest code base I've ever worked in, or something like that, as in very little tech debt, really good code. I don't know if you want to touch on that at all, Volcron, but really cool to see as we're coming towards this playtest that, you know, we've worked really hard to reach a very similar game to what you see with Townstar Live to start out with. But the fact that we're in this position where we have really clean code base that we can start to add more features, more new exciting stuff really quickly afterwards is really cool. And that was something unprompted that I heard this last week, which is always great to hear as a product person. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's everything from our backend services to our, probably no surprise to any listeners, to our massive cloud config, to even the gameplay server and the client code. It's all really good. We have, if you're a programmer, you have like idioms for patterns of writing certain types of things over and over, and those are reasonable. Sometimes you step, like if you've ever worked in a, enterprise banking system and you've seen it back in Java, it's a little bit of a nightmare. And by contrast, it's a game, right? So you're talking about, has to be super high performance, has to be also as hack proof as possible, like just all this criteria coming together. And there's a lot of room where somebody could be like, oh, well, I'm going to invent this whole Rube Goldberg, the bird drinks the water that moves the egg that puts the pants on somebody kind of a system. But it's, I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. But yeah, it's actually been surprisingly clean. So I guess the point of that, like, why even bring that up to the point of that is it makes it really malleable. So the time it takes to go from, oh, I've got an idea, let's make the farmer levitate every 60 seconds if the UFO is on the screen or something like that, then that would not be too hard to do. So I'm pretty proud of the work everybody's done. It's nice. It's good to look at. Our onboarding is good from what I'm seeing. One of our guys, Dennis, onboarded a new hire, had him up and running in a day. And anybody who's worked on any video games, getting it running locally in less than a day unless it's like a trivial project, which this is not. That's kind of magic. I wouldn't say a miracle, but it's yeah. So overall, it's malleable, making it more stable every day. It's something I'm really proud of, and I hope that we get to enhance it for years and years and years.
So I see, who was it? Was it Dash? Somebody asked like 4 questions. I'm scrolling back up to try to find it. Oh, yes, it's Dash. Exact date of Godot launch, exact date of play to earn, exact amount people will earn, and exact date when everyone will get rich. So, wow. Should we start with
Sorry.
4? Actually, so the exact date that we're going to launch Godot, I tell you, the team doesn't want me to say this, but Dash, this is just for you. Here's the exact date we're going to launch is actually on February. So that's the date. All right. And, if it's good, we hope it's good for everybody there. All right. Is my audio okay? I'm not hearing any response for that. All right. Yeah, that day
was
is a
very
really
well.
special day there. That's going to be a really special day for us. So I think, did my audio cut out there? Okay. What I said is that date is February.
Oh well,
And,
that was
we
cool.
wanted to make sure that it was early enough in the week then, too. So that's why we picked that date. Sorry, joke's running too long. I was just playing with you guys. Well, here's reality. We're going to keep working. We know we have the list of things that we want to finish up, the bugs to clean up. We know that we're going to have a sequence of play tests. So picking an exact date, we could pick one, but then we would change. What you can count on is a continuous set of updates, continuous windows of testing where we bring in people on the allow list and grow that allow list just on a very regular basis, and we'll keep cranking that out. And then, as we talked about, play to earn gets turned back on after we have it opened up, and we check the economy is what we expect it to be, and then we'll turn that on. I know everybody's excited about that. But we're really at that point right now of making sure we finish the game up right.
I'm seeing questions about PDE. I want to touch on that. We talked about this in a previous AMA, but just to bring it up again. So our plan is to launch the game and then run the distribution calculation, the play to earn calculation in the background. So not actually do it, to make sure that everything's correct and accurate, and only turn it in once we've had enough time of validating that everything's working exactly as expected. So that won't be exactly at time of launch, but it'll be something that comes soon thereafter.
What else? What other questions? If I could figure out how to do a Rickroll moment on Twitter stage, I'd do that for you guys. Rocket Unit says, any news from the economy team? What kind of news? We have our light paper released. You guys, everybody can read that. That's the plan for us going forward. It looks like questions aren't coming in fast and furious, but maybe we should move on to the next segment, Michelle.
Yeah, I have 2 questions in my Q&A. The first one I have here is, can you give more details on who will be on the allow list for testing, as in details about what the criteria will be for each phase?
So who's going to share those details?
I think the Peanut has been
That
organizing.
might have. It's mysterious leak.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, So the question was, what is the criteria for each phase of the test? Is that kind of what we're talking about here?
Yeah, I think people who didn't make the first allow list are wondering if and how they may be able to make future allow lists.
Aha, I see. So what is the purpose of allow lists? Let's start there. So the reason why we do allow lists is we want to make sure that we ramp up in a way, the number of users in a way that allows us to test at different like levels of usage, so that we can monitor everything with our DevOps team and make sure that if anything does go wrong, we can identify where it occurred and why it occurred and learn from those tests, right? So the point of each test is for us to continue learning, making the game better and better and better, and really hardening it to the point where we can go live and say, this is something that's really going to hold up, and that it scales and is stable, and that there aren't any surprise issues. If you just go out with a game to a super large group of people, you might end up having an issue or a bug especially with a community that doesn't understand that this is more of a test phase, and it can be a lot harder to manage and a lot more problematic. So what we wanted to do was take people that we knew were really important, start there. So that's people that are playing the game and getting high on the competitions, town node owners, stuff like that. And so we will continue to expand the circle of allow list of users based on how big of a size we need that next test to be, and based on how our test before it performed. So there'll be a lot of monitoring and a lot of complicated stuff going on behind the scenes as we get there. But we will continue to open it up to more and more people. And one of the cool things about working in games is it's so fun to be a part of a project where so many people are so excited to test the earliest versions of your project before it's even completely finished. So it's pretty cool to see the excitement, and we're really excited to get you in the game, playing, testing it out with us, and just having fun along the way. But yeah, we will attempt to get more and more people into these playtests as soon as we can. I love that list, LV Postman. I think I look at it once a day just to remember how awesome this community is.
I see that question from Happy Valley Beacon asking if daily earnings will start once there's just an allow list, or if we're going to wait until it's fully released to everybody.
We're going to wait till it's fully released. Yeah, because we don't. Part of the thinking was, we can start to monitor it and we could start to look, but what we wanted to not do is have it be the different allow lists were responsible for whether or not you could start earning. It just sounds more complex, and it could create more confusion and frustration. Might cause us to push the actual turning the earning back on too early. So we're gonna be really methodical about all of that. Zorba said that they're from 2033 February. And they said that's when the playtest will start. I think that's probably it for Michelle.
And the next question that I have here is just wondering if we have anything planned in the future for guild features for Townstar, be it in Townstar Forever, maybe. I don't know if we've got any plans made or any ideas.
Ooh. I'm not saying anything.
Is Musashi on the call?
Wait, when you said ooh there, Volkern, I thought you were about to pop out with something, and
That's something that we don't know about.
nothing. Yeah, Musashi, what do you got to say?
About guilds, it's definitely a possibility. We're right now concentrating on the release, and we have some features planned for right after the release. And guild is something that we want to do in the future, definitely. Especially regarding competitions. That we want to do multiple types of competitions, and guilds definitely go into that concept. Hello.
Yeah, no, that was great. Just reading this. Yes, so for the question from Crypto Leonidas, the town point to Gala ratio will change every day based on the calculation. And it's worth noting something's pretty cool about this. So, you know, with this switching our game and other games in Gala to really using Gala as the primary token is really great for the Gala ecosystem because it reduces this having a bunch of different tokens that can be confusing and really creates one token that's super useful and used in the Gala ecosystem. So that's really going to be great, I think, across the board in a lot of our games. And then, as everybody knows, I'm sure everybody on this call just does, but what's happening to TownCoin, in case anybody's here and has missed it, we're going to be putting up a swap site in the next month that allows you to transfer 1.25 town for one Gala. And so that will be how we make the transition from town to Gala. And then everything in the distribution is Gala. Cool. What else do we have, Michelle?
I think the next thing on my list here is leaks, which I think I have the leak for, if I can find it. Let me find it. It's from our wonderful Todd.
Ooh, I'm excited about this leak. I wanted to leak it 2 days ago, but here we are.
I was gonna leak it. I was all ready. I was in the chat. I got everyone all hyped up. And then SageMaker jumped in with some other leak and stole all my thunder.
Classic.
Let me get it.
Do we want to do any preface for this leak? I guess this leak is really some excitement, around what Todd did for the new game. Some new artwork we want to show you all. Save the best. There it is.
There it is.
Give us your feedback. How did Todd do?
That's beautiful.
Everything he does is amazing, though.
Yes.
It really is. It's so fun in testing, seeing the two different Townstar icons next to each other and just feeling like this one is just it's so cool. It has such a 3D aspect to it, and just feels new. It feels fresh.
That's all
Todd's
I had
also
for leak today,
fun
though.
to work with because you give him, a project. You're working with them on a project. You're like, oh, maybe you could think about this, and your idea is kind of cool. And then a day later, you see something like this, and you're like, what just happened? How did you do that? So it's pretty cool. Great work.
Does anybody else have any other leaks? That was the only thing on my leak list.
It's maybe not a leak, more of a ponder that I was having, but I might try it soon. I was thinking
Story
around.
time.
It could be. It is a bit of a story, actually. So gather round, folks. But I actually had a dream last night, rather strange to say this, but I had a dream I was in an AMA. And in the AMA, I said, oh, I'm going to do this. And then said an idea, and then sort of, you know, you sort of dream and wake up, and then that idea was just on my mind. And it was picking at me for a few. It took me a while to sleep actually, because I was thinking, Now, there's been this thing for the longest of times, when multi-metas. Now, I've tried them. They're just, the numbers on them take a lot of work, and even then.
Questions. Sorry, I was again being silent in the background there. Thanks for all the feedback, everybody, on the art.
Can you hear us, Sage?
Can you hear us, Sage? You just interrupted
is he doing this again?
time.
What?
I think he's doing this thing again where
that was
he
the
can't
story
hear
time,
us.
the silence?
No,
Story
can you
time.
Can you not hear us, Sage?
I couldn't hear Mal. Sorry. Was Mal talking?
He was.
Holy crap. My Twitter was screwed up there. Sorry, guys.
All good.
That's funny. Well,
Yeah,
I don't even know what I was
dudes.
saying
Oh
now.
my God. I couldn't hear anybody talking. Weird.
All right.
What was I saying?
We'll let you take it back, Mal.
I don't even know
had
what
a
I was
dream.
saying.
You
Oh,
were
yeah.
talking about your dream.
Yeah, so my whole chain of thought's gone. So my dream, yeah, so I had a dream and then woke up and I was pondering on this idea. Now, the multi-meta, that was it. The multi-meta has been this big controversial thing because it is just so difficult, because if it is literally even slightly better to do the other choice, you would just do it. And especially when all the guides focus on the one, and it's just really hard. And there's been a few accidental ones which have been hilarious, but it's really difficult. But then it occurred to me that there could be a way to include two metas in one sort of competition. The research center has given this wonderful opportunity to make ingredients require you to do basically another build. And it's been pondering, it's been swilling around like, I see Postman always joking about boxes, but imagine the big buff required one stacked box. No cash, no nothing else, maybe just really cheap, just one stacked box. Or 10 cakes. But that wouldn't be the meta for points. Obviously, it'd be like red steel for whatever, but you'd be expected to make something like one box. So the idea is you'd have to do two types of builds. Now, you can obviously squeeze them both in while you're rushing and whatever else, but I was thinking rather than just be, it's 100 lumber and all of that very plain, boring stuff, maybe we just start adding in a few metas into the thing. Now, I can appreciate if it was a different meta on every buff, that would be annoying. So I was thinking more like the big one sort of has that barrier versus all the others, which are just cash and easier things to get in a higher quantity. I haven't gone completely mad yet, but still I've been pondering on some different ways we can have more than one meta in. So it's, there's more skill being used, more strategy. Obviously, you get much more help from your NFTs, which is always great. More utility. We love more utility. So just a little idea. Not fully decided yet. I'll probably see how the chat goes crazy over the weekend. I'll have people tagging me with all kinds of charts and spreadsheets and how can you dare think like this. And I look forward to it. And I don't think there's any other leaks. The meta's out. I hope you enjoy the meta. And that's that, I think.
I think all that's left on our agenda now is the sale on Monday.
Right then, let me load up the message 1 second. Okay, yes, wonderful. So it's funny, I've got to get the sales info up. You get that wrong, Michelle's got to post messages and got to go in the chat and say a million times, like, no, but they say you said this, and it's... So anyway, so what is coming? First of all, there is 2 sales next week, but not on the same day, okay? What we've got coming on Monday is the ground silo. Okay, so you heard me say the word ground silo. So that is a storage that is in the ground, but it's a silo and, of course, a big one. It's a nice, spacious silo. We all know how those things can get pretty full. They also cast a lot of shade, silos. Oh, they're just so shady. They're like that guy on the corner just giving you the vibes, just casting shade all over your crops and whatever else. The ground silo doesn't do that because it's in the ground. The storage is in the ground. There is no shady guy on the corner. And that's what we like. So there is the ground silo coming. That's coming on Monday. And the exact specifics are $130 for the ground silo, which has a capacity of 60. I'm sure someone's probably asked and I haven't said it. So it's got a capacity of 60, be $130. It's an epic rarity. 400 will be in the store. It's 3 per transaction, and that will be at Monday, 11 a.m. PST, February 6. Now, the next sale, the one that comes on Thursday, same time, 11 a.m. PST, but this will be February 9th. This will be the big woodshed. The big woodshed holds only wood. And that useful thing is you can still have that nice addition of using the woodshed to keep your lumber from stacking in one or your wood or whatever else. This is also an epic, and it comes with a capacity of 60. But the nice thing about this is I convinced Top Boy on a call that I wanted to do a nice Valentine's discount. And I convinced him to get it to 50% lower. I'm very happy about that. So now the big woodshed, which will come on Thursday, is $50. It was $100, but there's a 50% off. Now it is $50. And that'll be free per transaction. And there'll be 500 of those in store supply. Both of these sales will be run payment-wise, credit card, Gala, or Town. And I think that's everything people are going to ask me on the shade on the big woodshed. I think one was the generosity that I give. So it's not going to be so dominant. I actually believe no road. I will have to check the document again because I'm done about 7 this week. You'll have to forgive me. Roads, no roads. It's all a bit confusing sometimes, but all that information will be in the sales post. And if the AMA is still running in about 2 minutes, I will read out what the exact specifics are. It has 0 shade, just to be clear. Just want to get that out there now. And it will require no road.
Which one was that? The ground silo or the big woodshed?
That's the big woodshed. No, sorry, oh my God, I'm confusing myself. So the big woodshed has no shade but a road. The ground silo requires no road and has no shade. That's just what I mean. I get so confused. I've done 7 documents this week. And it's road, no road, and shade, and no shade, and some shade, and so that's what it is. But yes, the ground silo will have no shade, require no road. The big woodshed will have no shade, but requires a road. Okay, just to be specific there.
I see the couch potato is asking for a wood stand now.
No wood stand.
Yes,
It's a tree farm, it's not the
controversial.
wood
It's
stand.
become a little bit of a joke on the team.
Yes, it has become a very funny joke. The absolute panic when it's mentioned.
All right, very cool.
Someone said, is it just wood, not oak? Correct, it is just wood. Only wood, not oak, not lumber, just wood.
All right, I believe we have a team playtest to go to soon.
Oh, we do.
So if does anybody have any other questions out there in Discord land before we jump to our team playtest? We do not have any plans for May Mayhem yet. That is very far away, and we are 100% focused on getting this game launched.
I have a question.
Yes.
When is the next Farmer Michelle tutorial stream that people can jump in and learn how to play the game?
God, I would love to do another one soon. You have seen what my black eye looks like currently, though, and I don't know if my black eye is ready to be live on the internet. But as soon as that is gone, I am ready.
Awesome. Okay.
I'll stock up on heavy makeup so we can cover it up.
I have a special friend here that's ready to play us out when we're good to go. Just say the word, Farmer Michelle.
I think we're probably ready.
Let's do it.
Thank you all for being here, everyone.
And to play us out, the yodeling pickle.
Oh boy. Buddy.
Thanks, guys. I'll catch you later.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Hey, thanks everybody. See you guys next week.